This is something you've all been asking for: stories about school lockdowns. After much searching, I've found 3 unforgettable tales that took place during such terrifying moments. It was a typical Friday in calculus class. Spring break was just around the corner, and everyone was restless. Unlike some of my friends, I didn't have a test that day. Our laid-back teacher decided to keep things casual and played quizzes with us on a site called Sporkle. Just as my friend answered a question about Adidas, the dean's voice crackled over the loudspeaker, panicked and urgent. "This is not a drill. Go into lockdown now." Our calm teacher suddenly sprang into action, flicking off the lights and ushering us into the back corner of the room. The familiar buzzing from the panel at the back of the class cut off abruptly, adding an eerie weight to the situation. Then, the sound we all dreaded. A man's horrifying screams echoed through the hallway. He was banging on lockers and shouting threats. 2 girls in our class began to sob uncontrollably. The man's pounding grew louder as he reached our door, demanding we open up. The room was frozen, every second stretching into eternity. Finally, the terrifying sound stopped, and the dean's voice returned, explaining that an unstable individual had entered the building. They weren't sure if he was armed. This was before our school had proper security measures. A janitor later found the man asleep in a storage closet, a .44 Magnum hanging from his pocket. But by the time the police arrived, he had disappeared. We never found out if he was caught, but I hope he got the help he needed. In another incident, the lockdown happened during lunch on a rainy October day. We thought the loud booms outside were just thunder, but panic spread quickly. Security ushered us into the multi-purpose room, where they quickly covered the glass walls with curtains and stationed guards at every exit. My friend Eric learned that a disturbed man had been threatening suicide and violence from his front yard. When we found out he was a registered sex offender, we realized just how serious the situation was. After an hour of waiting in fear, we were allowed to return to class, but the memory of that day stayed with all of us. Then, there's the story of me, now 22, working as a computer intern at my old high school. One afternoon during lunch, I got a chilling call. The school's on lockdown. The basement doors couldn't lock. So I sat there in the dark, my nerves running wild. Then I heard footsteps. Someone entered the office, and then silence. My phone buzzed with a text from my coworker, Dave, that sent a chill down my spine. "It's the shooter." Suddenly, a man in a red plaid shirt and cap appeared from the shadows. He claimed he was just trying to hide from the chaos above, but the text confirmed it. He was the shooter. Heart racing, I bolted for the stairs, narrowly dodging bullets as I scrambled into the arms of waiting police officers. Miraculously, teacher Mr. Buckley survived the attack. He still carries the scars of that day, physical and emotional, but we're all grateful he's here with us.